Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 8 of our slow and immersive playthrough of Victoria 3 as Chile. We've made it to September 1880, so what is that, 45, almost 45 years into the game. We have increased our GDP from 600,000 to now 4.2. So that would be, what would that be? That would be 6 times 6, 36, 7. So we've increased it 7 times. 1836. Our GDP per capita has gone up about slightly less than 5 times. Right, I think we started at 0.66 per capita. So interesting. Haven't quite. Did I get my maths right? 600. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7, 42. Yeah, that's right? So we 7x'd our GDP, but only 5x'd our GDP per capita. Our literacy has gone up from 13% to 58%. All thanks to our religious schools, the Catholic Church being the bedrock of our society. Our standard of living has gone up from average of 8 to 13, impoverished. They used to be struggling. The average minimum expected now is 9.7. Number 9 worldwide, actually. We're doing quite well. Our population is hopefully quite happy. Population has gone up from 960,000 to 1.7 million, so that's about 750,000 added. So we're on track to double our population in about, say we're 45 years in, maybe in 50 years we will double it. And that's also good. 1.42, again, the Catholic Church and its teachings are helping us increase birth rates, and the charity hospitals, again kindly provided by the Catholic Church, are helping to keep mortality low. There are, but aside from this, I guess we do have people migrating and colonizing. Chilean Araucania and Chilean Patagonia here. So we do, I think, although I'm not sure how the mechanics work, but I do think we have people migrating out to these incorporated states, and I'm not sure if they get counted or not. And also, I think as we develop our industries, there's mortality kind of, I think, maybe ticks up as people, mining operations, which we're pretty heavy on, and steel and such. Manufacturing, early manufacturers have kind of a heightened mortality rate amongst laborers. But we're doing okay. 1.42% population growth is pretty good. I'd like to get that to 2%. I feel like that would work very well. But we're not quite there yet. And there we go, radicals and loyalists have been changing, but we do have 3 times as many loyalists as radicals. We're going to have a look why in a second, but let's go ahead and unpause and just keep the time rolling. In terms of politics, we've started off by including the Catholic Church and landowners into our government, and then we swapped out industrialists for landowners. But generally, everyone seems to be the major, in fact, even the minor interest groups are all loyal. The biggest, the highest clout. Let's just pause this for a second. Actually, the highest clout interest groups are all in government, but we are kind of suffering a little bit from contested government, so our legitimacy is actually quite low. And I was going to have a look at this at the end of last episode, so let's take a look at this. Why is this the case? So we have 10 legitimacy for very low income taxes. We have interest group industrialists in government, who is our head of state. So that's 30 legitimacy, and then we have plus 73, so we have 103. Yeah, and then we take away 50, and we end up with 53 here. Okay, sorry, let's let this tooltip load. So here we are, total cloud government 73, which is government cloud is 61% altogether. Total percentage of votes of government, we don't have any voting, we are an oligarchy. So yeah, so it's more about how much we take. I mean, we can increase clout of the interest groups in government, And in the way to do that, right, if we reformed and we took away the armed forces, interesting, what does this go up? I mean, I don't mind excluding the armed forces. I think industrialists and Catholic Church go well together. Industrialists, you know, pressing on with the progress and industrialization. Catholic Church, you know, keeping the moral principles, morality, moral fabric of our society intact. I think we can work with that, and that will give us 66 government legitimacy. Your government ideology penalty decreases, but I want to understand this first quickly. So let's have a look. It's the government ideology penalty that's quite high, and this is because we have minus 10% from oligarchy plus 20% from presidential republic. So yeah, these two basically amplify the effects of having laws enacted that do not fit with the interest groups' ideology. So we have, for example, armed forces as an interest group, 7.5% clout. These are their ideologies, which define which laws they endorse or oppose. And you know, given we have other interest groups in government, we can pick other laws and pass them, and they're more powerful. So we could pass a law that industrialists favor, but that armed forces, for example, oppose. And I'm sure we have one. For example, they oppose national militia. That's, for example, here they strongly endorse professional army, which we have, and they endorse colonial resettlement, which we have. They endorse per capita taxation, which we are running. They only endorse dedicated police force, which we are running. They endorse secret police or national guard, and they oppose no home affairs, which we have. So, for example, they oppose no home affairs. They endorse censorship. They also, to be honest, they should be endorsing everything we have. I'm not really sure. Republican. The leader seeks to establish a republic by elected officials. I'm not sure. Why is it that when we take the armed forces out of government, our legitimacy goes up? Because we now have 53.9% only clout, interestingly, but the government ideology penalty is much less. We've got education system, health system, free speech, governance principles, monarchy or theocracy. That's what the Catholic Church wants, and we have neither. Education system, private schools, no health system, private health insurance. Wanted censorship. Okay, so they disagree on a few things. Will change. Laws with governmental or movement support. Monarchy we could enact. We could enact a theocracy. Technocracy. Technocracy. The nation is governed by an unelected council of men of reason and ability. Wealth voting we could do. We could do census suffrage. Industrialists and rural folk endorse. Intelligentsia endorse, and trade unions endorse it, but the armed forces and landowners do not endorse. I feel like it's time we go to a census. Charity hospitals. Wait. Catholic Church oppose? So yeah, no. Yeah, okay, they oppose no health system. Okay, that makes sense. Industrialists endorse no health system. It's a little odd in that. Okay, but industrialists do endorse private health insurance, whereas Catholic Church opposes it. No. Right of assembly. Citizens enjoy the right of public assembly. So 4 interest groups support this law. Catholic Church, landowners, petty bourgeoisie, and armed forces oppose it. Interesting. No migration controls. Wage subsidies, landed voting, laissez-faire, universal suffrage. We have enacted 91%. 1 second, guys. Sorry, a little bit under the weather today. Had to sneeze. So there we go. Universal suffrage. Every adult man is given an equal vote. 1880. I mean, I don't trust these laborers. I could go with census suffrage. Okay. Hang on. This is our government, so this will change. Laws without government support. And same outlook. This trade unions finally made it to influential and out of being marginalized. Oof. Interesting. So, for example, how does they do add to the cloud, right? How does this, for example, 59.1%? But a lot of government ideologies, just that they don't fit. So it's not about cloud. What about, for example, petit bourgeoisie? No. Just play around with this. No. Forces? No. That's what we had. Intelligentsia? No. Landowners? No. So it's only, yeah, kicking people out. That works. We have industrialists that want endorse oligarchy and wealth voting. And we, when the country is run by industrialism, and that is thematic. I mean, we are industrializing heavily. So industrialists are in China. Catholic Church, like I said, keeps the moral fabric of our country intact. It's a shame we have to get rid of armed forces. They did win us the country, and it feels like we are... like there might be potential conflict on the horizon, but they don't necessarily need to be running the country, right? It's if we have a professional army, you know, there are places in, you know, in the army, not in government. So let's reform our government as so. I'll look at this. They say, for example, legitimacy. The highest legitimacy we can achieve is industrialists and intelligentsia together. No, it's okay, but we're bolstering trade unions. Because they're probably growing in power as people, as industry grows. I mean, industries are getting more powerful because they are the owners of industries. But trade unions, more people are flowing from plantations into steel mills, our iron mines, gold mines. So I would not be surprised if trade unions were growing. Let's go ahead and confirm. Rejig our government, get legitimacy up. Let's have a look at our 45 years into the game, and having increased our GDP, as we said, 7 times. I think it's time for some political change. Oligarchy is no longer really supported. Landowners and armed forces. Industrialists strongly oppose folk. Census suffrage, I think that's sensible. Literate men of particular status are given a vote. And who do we have most support? We have the most support for landed voting. Industrialist lands, everyone endorses this change. This will cause parties to emerge. Those who own land or capital property are given a vote. Authority, 100 legitimacy based on government clout, 40 legitimacy based on votes. So this gives kind of political strength from the votes of aristocrats, capitalists, clergymen, and officers. Okay. Or census suffrage. That will give us 30 political strength from literate pops' votes, plus 15 wealth threshold for voting. Wealth, so everyone of wealth 15 and above, which is pretty much middle strata, sort of half of middle strata. So the lower strata will never actually get a vote, even though most of our people are literate. But as we get, Right, lower strata are impoverished, so 10.8 with 8.4. So they're our lower strata are about 11. Our middle strata are 22. Upper strata of 35. So, so let's have a look quickly, because this is an important and momentous change for our nation. This is who we'll have middle strata and upper strata voting. And who is the upper strata? Aristocrats and capitalists. The upper strata consists of pops with professions they qualify for mostly on the basis of wealth. These professions are typically not available to pops subject to discrimination either. They tend to hold ownership shares in the buildings and draw dividends and collect interest in addition to wages. There's 40,000 of them. Average standard of living of affluent, 36. 12% of them have a standard of living below the minimum expected and will become radical over time. Poor guys, they've fallen on hard times. What is their minimum expected? I would love to know. What is their minimum expected of the upper strata? Where can I see this? 117 now. I can't really see it, but they pay an average of 2.1 of their income in taxes, reducing their available money for pop needs. They pay an average of plus 20% to base price. Their largest expenses are services, luxury furniture, and luxury clothes. Okay, so we'll have these guys voting, and we'll have the middle strata voting, right? So that's 280,000 voters. Middle strata, these are academics, bureaucrats, clergymen, engineers, farmers, officers, shopkeepers. Okay, average standard of living of secure. Plus 12% compared to base prices. Their largest expenses are services, luxury furniture, and luxury clothes. Oh, sorry, luxury services, luxury furniture, and grain still. Well, and luxury clothes. We're going to need to work on raising our production of both. But yeah, luxury clothes is by far the hardest one because we don't have silk. And yeah, the 1.42 million people will remain uncovered. I think that's presidential republic, theocracy, no, oligarchy. So that will be census vote plus 50 authority plus 30 political strength from literate popses votes. Plus 15 wealth threshold for voting. Plus 55 legitimacy based on government clout. Plus 85 legitimacy based on votes. Plus 1 government size allowance. So we can include more people in our government. Okay. Plus 10% government ideology penalty. Unlocks women's suffrage in rights of women. Interesting. Universal suffrage. Why does it have a 91% chance to progress? Endorse. From endorsing interest groups in government, 30%. 91%. Supporting political movements, 60%. I mean, our literacy is 60%. Do we have a political movement? Enact universal suffrage. Support very high. Have a think. I mean, there is 91%, and there is a movement in our country. So, immersion roleplay wise, this could happen. Universal suffrage. Right? It's early, it's 1880, quite unheard of, but we do have a strong political movement. And so we do, every adult man is given an equal vote. I mean, we have worked towards high literacy. I mean, our lower strata are impoverished, but fairly fairly well off, and hopefully that will continue to increase. And so, you know, they can read and write, they have a bit of money. Why shouldn't they participate? We're a small country. Why shouldn't they participate in elections? And this does have support from industrialists, rural folk intelligentsia, and trade unions. I mean, it's time people learned to, you know, choose their path, or, you know, steer their country themselves. Plus 20 political strength per vote, plus 25 legitimacy based on government clout, plus 110 legitimacy based on votes, plus 1 government size allowance. Okay, let's go with universal suffrage, I think. But I just want to try to understand, just so that we see what changes this brings, to understand who, for example, these people actually support. We have a population of 1.7 million, impoverished, politically aligned, 424,000 people. 1.7 million is non-aligned, so mostly laborers, 700,000, don't have a political affiliation. But these guys are politically aligned. The part of a pop that does not support an interest group is called politically unaligned. This is often due to low literacy or standard of living. Politically unaligned parts of pops do not participate in the political process, and any political strength they possess is wasted. The opposite of this is politically aligned, which means the pop is part of one of your country's interest groups, and the pop's political strength is attributed to that interest group. Okay. Now let's see. So what groups do we have? For example, we have industrialists. Let's have a look. Clout, 30.8%. This interest group is considered powerful because its clout is above 20. Understood. Political strength, 1 million. From wealth, 1 million. Average wealth, 26.7 plus 69 for politically active pop. This is from wealth, but they will now need votes in order to have political clout. I feel like political clout is going to change a lot. I mean, for example, industrialists are only supported by student supporters of industrialists, 14,000 people, 3.7% of the population. Okay, in government clout, this seems quite powerful. Okay, approval, loyal population. Industrialists supported by capitalists, engineers, shopkeepers. Reasons why pops are attracted to or avoid this interest group include engineer's profession, popularity of Emiliano Frere from pop loyalists, bolstered, next way of boosting it, capitalists, shopkeepers. I feel like the industrialists will most likely lose power. Leading interest groups. Since industrialists is the interest group with the most political strength in government, it is considered the leading interest group. A political faction within your country that share a common interest. Okay, so let's say that's industrialists. Catholic Church, 33.3 thousand of the population support them. And their clout is based on wealth, 500,000. Average wealth 15. Okay, and there's some sort of bonuses. Okay. 33, so landowners have 3.6 thousand. Petite bourgeoisie is pretty powerful, 28.4 thousand. People support them. Who are those people? Clerks, laborers, engineers, shopkeepers, and machinists. Proprietors of small shops, landlords with a half dozen tenants, frugal clerks with tiny pensions, and others who have more than the poor but less than the rich. Okay. So this is who supports them. Laws laws the petite bourgeoisie wants to pass. Elected bureaucrats, that would be a good one. Army model, national militia, national guard, secret police. No colonial affairs. Militarized police force. Governance, monarchy. Okay, armed forces. 15,000 support them. Okay, but their clout is based on wealth. They do have a lot of people supporting them, they're just not very wealthy. Right, so let's have a look. Sorry, where is it? Wait, hang on. Got laborers, servicemen, clerks, machinists, officers, other professions. Rural folk. Rural folk would gain a lot of votes. Rural folk would get a lot of votes. 33.6 thousand. Intelligentsia, 11,000 actually. Supports intelligentsia, clerks, bureaucrats, clergymen, engineers, academics. No surprise, but rural focus is what mostly of laborers and farmers. Huh? Laborers, farmers, yeah. Okay. Trade unions, 63,000. Okay, so this is gonna be the leader. Alright, this is by far. Organized labor seeking to organize workers in the mines, factories, and fields, and in so doing pull the strength of the disparate interests into one voice. Laborers, machinists, clerks. Okay. So it will really be... Trade unions will become the most powerful. Rural folk second. Intelligentsia. Petite bourgeoisie. Catholic Church will remain quite powerful. Industrialists will take a second seat. So it will be trade unions and the Catholic Church, really. Interesting. Interesting. For the interest of this playthrough, guys, I think we'll go ahead and do it. See what that does to us. Because I think so far we've seen, hopefully learned a way to engineer a steady rise in GDP. You know, and it's easy to do in a dictatorial setting. But I feel like that political model, I mean, it has almost run its course. Let's maybe, we could wait another 5 years, I could say. Although there is a movement right now to pass universal suffrage. Right? There is... We have Emiliano Campero, agitator, supposed movement to enact universal suffrage. Who is he? Emiliano Campero, our national hero, agitator. Petite bourgeoisie. Radical. South Andean, he's liked. He's popular, he's young and popular. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and see what this does. It's radical, but as the country has developed rapidly over the past 45 years, you know, new ideas are kind of swirling. And universal suffrage movement, progressive universal suffrage movement. Given we're number 9 most average current standard of living is number 9 compared to... Ooh, that's actually quite interesting. Number 9 compared to Sambas, Krakow, Selknam, Pontianak, Belgium, Cape Colony, Lanfang, Champasak, Chile is 13, Sweden is 13. We're kind of ahead of the world in terms of, let's say, literacy. Oh, actually, numbers 74 worldwide. Wow. Cuba is 93. Slavic, Hawaii, Zanzibar. Really? North German Federation, Sweden, Ecuador, Switzerland, Pontianak, Uruguay. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and unpause. It'll be a big change. Enacting universal suffrage. Hang on, hang on. Pause. on pause. We have a whole, just a lot of changes here. Government. Okay, everyone's loyal. Landowners are rather unhappy. They oppose, landowners are completely opposed to universal suffrage. So aristocrats are appalled. Armed forces are appalled. But everyone else, you know, is up for it. Government. Let's get universal suffrage first, and then we'll see what happens. Here we are. Okay. Let's just remind ourselves of the economic situation. So we are struggling. I mean, our main struggle is with the lack of population. We are attempting to grow through natural means of reproduction and through automating our industries to release as much labor as we possibly can. Another development which shows us we're in the process of completing arms industries in Santiago. We're expanding our coal mines. Actually, the private sector is expanding the coal mines in Chile and Patagonia. But Argentina has started to hurt our relations. Last time, belligerent attitude towards us. Argentina views Chile as a target of conquest in geopolitical affairs. They're likely to start a diplomatic play against Chile if they feel that the odds are in their favor. Okay. We need an alliance, perhaps? Could we... okay, Peru, Bolivia. Amicable, attitude cautious. Diplomatic lens. Diplomatic actions. Alliance. Okay, nobody wants an alliance with us. The major powers. Surprising. Improve relations. Can't. Okay. Let's try. Let's try and improve relations. Can we improve relations with Brazil? Doesn't look like it. I think we haven't declared an interest in that region to be able to do so. But Peru, Bolivia has 57 battalions. Argentina has 46 battalions. Whereas we have 10. So how do we get more battalions? We need to increase our military strength ASAP. ASAP. Stations few mobilize. Grain +5. Select a general to recruit. Armed forces, landowners. Here we are. Rufino de la Cruz. Diplomat. As commander +25% morale recovery. As commander -10% morale loss. Scarred. +10 popularity, -10% character health. 50 years old, South Andean Catholic. Command limit 30 battalions. General Ignacio dos Santa Cruz. Romantic. Has commander -10% morale loss, -10% offense. +10% defense, +100% dug in chance, +100% camouflaged chance. The is known for their clever defensive strategies. And he's romantic. This character has rather romantic ideals. Okay, +20 as commander, okay. Brigadier General, command limit 30, defensive strategies. I feel like we are going to be on the defense, +30 command limit, +2% interest group political strength, -10% bureaucracy. Let's get him in. We are going to need to defend ourselves very soon, it seems. The total number of Chilean battalions and their technological sophistication results in an army power projection of 193. Argentina. The total number of Argentinian battalions and their technological sophistication results in an army power projection of 608. Okay, we need about 3 times. We need 30 battalions. How do we go about achieving that? Okay, I have not read up on the changes to the military, to be honest, guys, with you. Military lens. Army, Navy. Where's the military? Why can't I recruit 10 out of 30? Line infantry. Can we add into outliner? Go to 1st Chilean Army. Oh, there we are. 1st Chilean Army. Skirmish infantry, lances, unit default types, and recruitment. Okay, we have 10 line infantry. Disband 1 line infantry. Recruit more line infantry. Now we need skirmish infantry, don't we? 9. Okay. Skirmish infantry. 15 offense, 35 defense, plus 10% morale loss. Ammunition input, small arms input. Line infantry. 10, 25, and small arms. 10, 25, 10. So 15, 35, 10. Okay, we need munitions. Okay, so oh, wait. That's perhaps fine. We get rid of that. Oof. Hang on. Oh, I just did something bad, didn't I? Just did something. Select in which state to build barracks. We'll recruit skirmish infantry. Santiago. Okay, we need definitely 5 in Los Rios. And we need 10 in Santiago. So we need at least 15 line infantry for sure. Right, we need mobile artillery, 35 offense, 20 defense, 8 morale, 20% kill rate, 15% devastation. We need artillery input. Okay. Can we get that from Santiago? Another 5 units of those. And lancers, 30 offense. I mean, we have a lot of... Let's hold off on that. We do need mobile artillery. Just 1 artillery input. And we need munitions. Okay, guys, we need munition plants. Lead and explosives. Okay. Hang on a second. We need to rearm fast. Where's our construction? Sorry. Okay. This needs to go move down in construction queue. Hold click, move to the bottom. Here we are. Okay. Some barracks in Los Rios, Santiago. 18 weeks. Oh no. Oh, what did I do? What did I? Oh dear. This is gonna be bad. Arms industries and then munitions. Artillery foundry in Santiago, perfect. Private sector is pitching in. Okay, and then we build a munitions factory. Okay. We need to... So right now we have 0, you're telling me. Okay, that was a mistake. That was a major mistake. But okay. It's done now, so... We now have 0 barracks. Okay, but we're going to build 15. It does take time. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, it takes 8 weeks. Okay, about 10 weeks for us to build it, okay? It's not too bad. Okay, a rapid campaign of rearmament is taking place, guys. Oh. Britain. Great Britain wishes to enter into a trade agreement with us. Tariffs and bureaucracy will trade routes. Accept. Let's try and get, you know, we need to get some friends. Diplomatic actions, improve relations. States of America. We're already cordial. How does how does Great Britain feel about us? Oh, okay, the game just... Let's If these are our relations, protective. Protective. Could you please... Alliance, Great King, no. What can we ask Great Britain to do? Rivalry, take on debt, trade agreement. Defensive pact. Brazil would not accept. Spain. Peru, Bolivia. Oh, we gotta stick together. Peru, Bolivia, why wouldn't you accept it? 100 and minus 100 base reluctance. Okay, good relations. Okay, they have a higher power projection. And they already have a defensive pact. Okay, well let's... Russia started to make protect with diplomatic play against Kokand. Embargo. Great Britain began embargoing Burma. Conquer state in Indochina. Great Britain has started to conquer state diplomatic play against Siam. Reserve oligarchy political movement has formed. Their support is 21 and their radicalism is 20. Medium support. Medium. Times are changing. Guys, times are changing. We are going to take out about, what, 20,000 from the labor force in Santiago and about 5,000 in Los Rios. It's not going to help, but yeah, guys, Argentina is getting a little bit. Oh, they're now ahead of us in rank as well. Okay, let's go ahead and in our budget. Yeah, doing fine on the budget. Artillery foundry in Santiago. Okay, coal mines in Patagonia. Well, nothing we can do now. Okay, threshing machines are being researched and pump jacks. Is there anything in our military? Field works. 10% army defense. Get this before we get the pump jacks. For sure. It might even spread to us naturally. Breech loaders for artillery foundry unlocks shrapnel artillery. 5 years to research repeaters. Unlocks repeating rifles for arms industries. Officers. Modern nursing unlocks field hospitals. Nothing immediately accessible. Munitions input good shortage in Chilean market. Yeah, guys, munitions will come. They will come. But first, we actually need to recruit these. Okay, we don't want to kind of bankrupt our country at the same time. Is it worth doing? Top. How long would that take? Munitions plants. Munition plants. Lead and explosives. Explosives factory is doing just fine and we can improve that further. That's great. We do have a lead mine that we can also up production in. Try this. Coffee talk. Universal suffrage was on everyone's lips in every coffee house. Afterwards, Emiliano Campero was ready to cross the petite bourgeoisie to help pass the law. Wise counsel advises against conflating the voice of the people with the voice of God. Wiser counsel calls for the voice of the people mad. The wisest counsel understands that genius and madness are two sides of the same coin. It's a matter of knowing when to listen. Okay. Welcome this change of heart. 50% chance of Emiliano Campero gets ears for blind squirrels. 25% popularity, 5% Catholic Church gets approval of the Commons. 5% chance Emiliano Campero gets political martyr permanently, plus 25% popularity and and is exiled. And Chile gets full house support while universal suffrage is being enacted plus 5% enactment chance. We shield him from any petite bourgeoisie blowback. Catholic Church. So petite bourgeoisie gets minus 10% attraction. Welcome. To shield him from any petite bourgeoisie blowback. Yeah, we got full house support. How long is the munitions factory going to take? Munitions plants 63 a year. Ooh, a year, and then barracks take what, 8 weeks, right? So 8 weeks. So that's 5 times 8 is 40. So we can build 6 barracks per year. Okay, 6, and we need 15. So okay, it's gonna take about 5 years, I'd say, to get our armed forces online. But with universal suffrage and high standard of living, our population should be very keen to defend their freedoms, newly found freedoms. And the munitions factory, artillery and arms industries should provide a boost to our GDP. Let's go ahead and power on. Some momentous changes are about to take place in Chile. United States of America is great. Okay, yeah, the United States of America likes us. We are improving our relationship with belligerent. Okay, what do they have? Armies, 17 battalions in Argentinian First Army. Okay, universal suffrage successfully progressed to the amendment phase of law enactment. We're missing some convoys for some reason. That's fine. We'll spend a year building that. Hopefully the population growth catches up to our demands. The gamble. Emiliano Freire, leader of the industrialists. He's not the leader of our country though, is he? No. Narciso de la Cruz is the head of state. So Emiliano Freire has been openly preaching about the benefits that a mysterious and secret political gamble can bring to our government. When asked for details, he smiles coyly, refusing to elaborate. Emiliano Freire has always had a taste for adventure and suspiciously tall hats. His closest friends, diplomats expelled. Argentina has expelled our diplomats, damaging our mutual relations, resulting in a relation of cordial. Their attitude towards Chile is belligerent. Improve relations broke. Okay, oh, guys, we need to rearm. I don't even know. Is there any way to speed this up? I guess not. So we'll just have to take it. Oh, okay. Emiliano Ferreira has always had a taste for adventure and suspiciously tall hats. His closest friends don't seem to pay attention to these dangerous qualities, but the most respectable gentlemen have voiced their concerns in a mildly passive-aggressive manner. Nobody would ever doubt a sterling citizen like myself, don't you think? How bad can it be? The gamble success, the gamble failure. What an utterly ludicrous idea. Gamble denied. It's not time for gambles, really. Do we even like you? Minus 5% popularity. Radical industrialist. Strongly endorses universal suffrage. Guaranteed liberties, protected speech. Okay, it's quite progressive. How bad can it be? 50-50, guys. Gamble success and gamble failure. No, it's no time. It has been openly pushed about benefits of a mysterious and secret political gamble can bring to our government. We don't need any gambles right now. We're gonna have the industry, which is gonna need to recruit the people. Oh, God. Okay, this is... How much are we paying really high military wages. So anything we can do to speed up the construction of these barracks. Let's let our population grow. Electricity grow, let GDP. Worrying times. Universal Service has successfully progressed to voting phase of law enactment. Fieldworks unlocked. Fieldworks is modifying the terrain where the battle is held, thus giving soldiers greater protection. Very timely. Knowledge of electric telegraph has started to spread to us. Inefficient agriculture. Okay, again, the industrialists have started complaining about the existence of subsistence farms in Chile and Patagonia, stating that their undeniable inefficiency should be immediately addressed. We should follow their advice. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we kind of missed that. The rise of Argentina. How is their fleet? 10 flotillas. Okay. Arms. Oh, we have cheap grain. Hopefully we have enough small arms, etc., etc. Small arms industry. Where is it? Arms industries. We need hardwood. We need iron. We have hardwood. We have logging camps. We need logs in our market. Hardwood production. 4 out of 6. Applying philosophical concepts to material conditions produces... Sorry, dialectics unlocked. Applying philosophical concepts to material conditions produces may create novel concepts and perhaps new political ideas. +1 max education institution investment. Get that in. We have the bureaucracy for it. Okay, we are alive. Hopefully this should be completed soon as well. There we go. Okay. We have universal suffrage. Every adult man is given an equal vote. There we go. Okay. Illegitimate government. Pause, guys. Okay. Here we are. Newly formed parties. New parties formed in our country. Conservative, National, Liberal, Radical, and Social Democratic Party. Okay. Trade unions, part of the Social Democratic Party. Radical Party. Okay, these are the ones that are losing out on the current state of affairs. Okay, we still do have Conservative and National Party. Illegitimate government. Your government has 3 legitimacy. Reform government. Oof. We can't. Government. Why is it illegitimate? How do we make it legitimate? No one is legitimate. Industrialists. Catholic Church. No. Intelligentsia. Maybe. No. National Party. Must have political movement to enact laws. Wait, hang on. We are in a political and military crisis. Landowners. So who can form? Okay, well, industrialists alone will give us unacceptable government, but reset to 3. -3 opposition interests. Oof. We need to keep... okay, we need to bolster... These we need to perhaps start bolstering trade unions. Okay, let's get these out. Industrialists alone. Emiliano Freire. Emiliano Freire is the leader of the party. Let's confirm. Ah, don't tell me at least 8. Okay. So we still have support from the Catholic Church. And okay. Okay. The landscape has changed considerably. Building Arts Academy in Chile and Araucania, okay. Skilled munition plants, come on. Come on, come on, finish it up. 10 weeks. Election. Okay, election campaign, 1882. Date of election is 2nd of August in 125 days. Current polls. Distribution of power, universal suffrage. Total voters, 450,000. Had to pause for a second. What do we have? Radical Party. Oof. Wow, most projected votes 47%. How do we... Hang on a second. Suppress rural folk. Oh. They are loyal. Petite bourgeoisie needs to be suppressed. Where are the elections? Keep the time rolling at speed 2. Let's just try to make sense of this. Okay, Social Democratic Party. Momentum. Success of a party's election campaign. Momentum increases the number of votes a party gains on election day and is nullified thereafter. Momentum can be affected by random chance, special events, and the popularity of its party leader. Oh boy, conservatives. It's Catholic Church and trade unions could form a government, right? That would be 41. Hang on, where are the Radical Party, Social Democrats, Conservative, National Party? These are the industrialists. 6% of the vote. Ouch, yeah. Not many people. Liberal Party, Intelligentsia. Yeah, well, the country belongs to the workers. Some momentous changes, guys, in our country. Okay, let's see, let's complete the munitions factory. Complete the munitions factory. Where is it? Munitions plant. And then we need our armed forces, guys. ASAP. I see, but there was a political movement. Okay, here we go. So from now on, we're building only barracks. That takes us, what, 10 weeks. So 5 battalions a year we can recruit. That's not a lot. We have 2 at the moment. Okay, but we are rearming. That should boost our GDP as well. There's 25% convoys. Let's come here. Let's just cancel the small arms. We'll develop our own small arms industry. There's no reason why we cannot. Alright, let's go. Let's speed this up. Okay, here we are, 1882. Let's make sure we don't miss anything. Mining accident. A mine in Los Rios has collapsed, trapping miners with the dark shafts below. The scale of the accident has made the tragedy a story across Los Rios and the nation. They dug me out, but they left my friend behind. I hope wherever he's gone, it's better than here. It's a small price to pay for the march of industry. Industrialists get gaining support. Lower strata popes become more radical. This is outrageous abuse of the common man. Cannot continue. Trade unions. What's this? Justo is our new president. The time of Emiliano Freire as a ruler has ended. Justo Torre is the new president of Chile. Hang on. Oh, sorry. Results have come in. Election results in Chile are in. Radical Party, 2 million votes. 48.9. Social Democratic Party, 30.2%. Conservative Party, 10%. National Party, 6.7%. Liberal Party, 4%. Oof. Okay, let's deal with that in a second. Let's go. Social Democratic Party just won the election, so I think this is outrageous abuse of the common man. Cannot continue. And yeah, let's make a cut here, guys, and we will review the political situation in the country in the next episode and see, how the country progresses forward. It is clear now that industry-wise, economy-wise, we are building up our military, rearming to defend our newly found freedoms against Argentinian aggressor. Who are they? A military junta. Argentina. We're not going back that way, guys. Our population has spoken. So thanks very much, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.